Okay, so in this demonstration, we're going to be taking a look at the Employee Navigator employee enrollment process for an employee who's now coming into open enrollment. First thing we've done is we've opened up employeenavigator.com. We're going to go ahead and first log in as our enroller. So first, the benefits counselor is going to sit down and take care of this before anybody even shows up. And then they're going to sit down at this screen. Okay, I'm here at, and this is the name of the company, some basics about it, where you're going to go visit them, blah, blah, blah. And then they're going to click the enrollment, and they're going to sit there patiently and wait for the first employee to come visit them. Now, the first employee is going to come in, saying, okay, great, nice to meet you. I'm going to help you. What's your name? Search for the employee by name. And that's going to bring up the beginning information on what we know about the employee and give you this Start Open Enrollment button. So we'll go ahead and do their Open Enrollment. And you can see it's now opened up this path, this golden path of activities that we're going to get through in order to complete their open enrollment. First thing up, we're going to go through their personal employee information. We're going to fill in anything that was missing. And just hit next to continue. Oops. That's not right. There we go. Okay. Got their home address in there. We'll use the corrected address. Let's add in a dependent or two. Mr. Nope. Keep things interesting during the actual enrollment. Sure. No, save, great. And let's add in baby Nope. Brand new baby Nope. Who's not in college yet. Okay. Gotten through the basics. The employee's profile information, their dependents, and now we've been given our first medical enrollment. You can see we're through the first few steps. First benefit to discuss is the medical. Now what you can see here is they currently don't have any elections on file. However, if properly pre-imported, you can have the employee's current medical plan show up so they can know, well, I'm in the low now, let me take the low next time. You can also set Employee Navigator to roll over. But for now, let's talk about an employee who's brand new in the system. And as you can see, we've provided the employee some information on their medical plan. You can put anything you want here. This is a YouTube video that actually talks about a high deductible health plan. We have a bunch of YouTube videos that we can put in here to help the employee make their decision. And you can see it will play live right in there, but I'm going to kind of stop that video so that it doesn't screw up my demo. The other things to take a look at is now that you've watched your video, you understand what you're going to be doing. Here are the medical plans that are available. You can see the cost per pay is already working out just to enroll the employee. If you were to add a spouse, you can see these numbers have automatically been upgraded to that level of coverage. And if you want the full family coverage, again, the numbers are automatically built in. You can run a comparison, so you can see all three plans and the basics of the provisions. And once the employee has made their decision, they can come back in here and say, oh, I'm gonna get the big plan, or make whatever plan selection they want. Once they've selected the plan, go ahead and save and continue. And it has now moved us down to the dental. Again, we have our dental video, no current elections on file, and it works the same way. Now there's only one choice. First, tell me how many people are going to enroll. Select your plan, save and continue. Now we're into the vision. Now you can see in this one, we've actually made this a mandatory benefit. There is no waiver option. The employee has to participate. A little weird for a vision, but we're just kind of showing off what the platform can do. You can set that for any kind of enrollment. Now we've reached something that looks a little bit differently. This is the first bridged benefit. These prior benefits are based on rates in the system. This benefit is actually going to make a live connection to the Colonial backend in order to process this application. This will pull rates. This will create a live connection to the Harmony underwriting system so that if there are any questions that need to come up, they will be asked. The employee's rates will be automatically figured out, and then at the end of it, it'll all get handed back to the enrollment platform. So let's take a look at how that works. We're going to enroll in person, Hurst, New Jersey. Again, the benefits counselor would typically take care of that side of it. Now we're going to go ahead and make an election on the accident plan. And here we're now connecting to the Colonial backend. And for Leslie, let's get a quote. Let's cover everybody. Preferred, post-tax, on-off job accident coverage. These are settings that have been set up in the Harmony enrollment platform. We can make these changes whatever we want from account to account, but for now, these are the only options for this particular database. And we've generated that quote, that 2211. If the employee is actually interested, they can go ahead and begin the application itself. They consent to electronic. Go through all the application questions. Are there dependent children? One, etc. Are you working? Yes. Is Mr. Yes? No. Yes. No. No. Okay. Then we'll set up our beneficiaries. Done. Okay. Last step is going to be go ahead and hit that agree button, and it's going to submit this application for you. Now, I'm actually going to cancel because I don't want to submit this fictional application. Yes, we're going to delete the application and cancel. Okay, now had we submitted the application, we still would have gotten kicked back here, but this would have said, you have applied for one accident plan and your total amounts, and then you would say, thanks very much, save and continue. But again, we're going to just skip it now because I don't want to submit that actual application. Okay, now that we have done an option for all these benefits, we're at our last step, the enrollment summary. You can see here it says signature required. I always like to say this is a bit of a misnomer because there is no actual signature. After the employee has reviewed their elections and is satisfied with the total amount, who's covered, and what's been declined, the quote signature is just click to sign. That's it. You acknowledged, you submitted, you quote unquote signed. And that's it. From here, you can print this, email it out as a PDF, whatever you need to do. Now that the employee is done, shake their hand, kick them out of the room, hit home, and find the next employee, and start the whole process over again. That is the entire Employee Navigator enrollment experience on a relatively basic database with just medical, dental, vision, and one Colonial bridged benefit. We can do FSAs, HRAs, whatever it is you need to do in Employee Navigator. That is a pretty basic overview. I hope this was helpful.